Welcome to Marina's kitchen. Today I'm going to make some Greek shortbread. They are very nice and lovely shortbread and beautiful. First of all, I've got to show you that you've got to lightly brown some 2/3 of almond flakes. And after you have baked them, they've just got to be a lightly golden colour. I want you to cool them down, and I want you to just grab them like that and crush them with your hands. All they've got to be is just crushed with your hands like that to make little pieces out of them. There's 2/3 of a cup of flaked almonds. And I want you to do that before you start because they have got to cool down, and when they cool down I want you to crush them up like that and just make them into fine, just coarsely crushed like that, and that's all they do. Just put that aside. So we'll just put that aside for now because we're going to add that to the mixture. Now what I've got here, I've got 250 grams of softened butter. I don't want it melted, I just want it soft, with half a cup of icing sugar. Now what you do with that, you have to cream that together and make it in a lovely soft cream batter. So that's what I've done with this. I've just put that together with a lightly, and look, I've just creamed it together. That's all the beating that you have to do, is to beat that butter nice and creamy with that icing sugar. Now what we've got here, I've got one egg yolk, and I've got to put some, to that I'm going to add some vanilla, and then I'm going to put 2 dessert spoons of almond essence. Just add that to that like that. That's 1, 2 dessert spoons of almond essence. That's all you need, and I want you to mix that all together like that with that egg yolk. And we're going to add that. We don't need to do any more beating. This has just got to be all whisked out with my hand with a wooden spoon. And I'm just going to mix that all together, that egg yolk, the almond essence and the vanilla. I'm just going to pour that all in there. And that nice almond essence gives it the beautiful flavour with those beautiful flaked almonds through it. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to mix that all together like that. We don't have to beat it, we're just going to mix it all together like that. Very simple, very easy. Just mix it all together. Now what I've got here, I've got 2 1/4 cup of self-raising flour. And to that I'm going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder. Just throw it in there like that and mix it around with that flour. That's all you need to do. That's half a teaspoon of baking powder and 2 1/4 cup of self-raising flour. And we're going to add that to the butter mixture a bit at a time. And we're going to form a dough out of it. So just slowly add. And also, this is where our almonds come in. We've got to add our almonds to it. So now we're going to put all that together into a soft dough. Just add that a bit at a time, and we're going to add the almonds through it too. They are beautiful shortbread. This is a beautiful shortbread. Now just add a bunch at a time of this lovely flaked almonds. All you do is just have them nicely crushed by hand. Keep on adding this, and they only go into the oven for only about 10 or 15 minutes. After they come out of the oven, I have to roll them in some icing sugar. I'll show you how to do them. And keep on adding this nice almond mix to it, and it forms a lovely dough. Now what happens with this dough is I put it in the fridge for about an hour, and then I will shape it up and make it into the biscuits. I'll show you. We'll just add all that flour to that now. And we'll add all the nuts to it. There's 2/3 a cup of flaked almonds there. And it just comes to a beautiful, nice, it's not a dry dough, it's just a lovely soft dough. Just put that all together like that. Now when I put it in the fridge, I'm going to flatten it out on some cling wrap, and then I'm going to wrap it around. So that's all it is, and it's very quick. See, that's lovely. It's a lovely, just soft dough mixture. Nothing, it's not too firm. It's just lovely soft dough. You can add a little bit of flour to it if you think it's too soft. But what we're going to do now, that's it. Now I've got to get some. I forgot to get my cling wrap. We've got to get some cling wrap that I've got to wrap it with. I'll just put some cling wrap on the bench. This is what I do, and it's got to go in the fridge for 1 hour. What I do is I sprinkle a little bit of flour on it, like that, and I put this dough onto that cling wrap, like that. And what I do is I flatten it out like that. See how lovely it is? Just nice flattened out like that. And I cover it with the cling wrap. And I put that in the fridge for about an hour. You can have it longer when you're ready to rebake it again. That's what I do. Just put that in the fridge for an hour, and it'll be ready I'll show you how to shape it up in the biscuits. Now I've got a tray here. What I've done was, I've already done mine in the fridge, so I can show you how I'm going to cut them out. Now this is when I've taken it out from my fridge, and this is the piece I did before. So that's how you can roll it out to, it's only about not even half an inch, it's only about 1/4 of an inch or 15 millimeters. Now what I've done is, now I've got a glass, you can have a little round cutter. This one here is just the round little pieces that I want to make. I just cut them like that and just put them in a tray like that. That's all you need to do. There's quite a few come out of it. You don't want to make them too thick. That's the thickness that I'd like to make them. It's only about not even half an inch. Just keep on making them like that. Once you flatten it out, it doesn't take long at all. And you can taste, you can smell that almond essence in there, and that lovely crushed almonds bits in there, which is beautiful. This makes a beautiful shortbread. It's so lovely. Just keep on doing that. It makes quite a few, and just keep on. And you have your oven to about 180. When these, they're only about 10 to 12 minutes, they don't take long to make. When they're just nicely golden brown. And then just roll it out again and just keep on doing the same thing like that. Now, when I've done mine, I'm going to show you when they come out of the oven, while they're still warm, I want you to roll them in some icing sugar. Now, these are the ones that I just took out the oven. They're still warm. I want you to, when they're still warm, I want you to roll them out into some icing sugar. Just have some icing sugar while they're still warm, and you just roll them out like that and put them on a plate and cool them down. That's what you have to do. Just put some nice icing sugar on it, and that just dresses them up beautiful. There you go. You got to do them while they're just warm. And just have some icing sugar on a piece of paper. Very easy. And that icing sugar sticks to them while they're still warm. It just sticks to them beautiful. They are so lovely, these shortbread. You'll want to make them all the time. They keep well. Just put them in a container. You get quite a few out of them. Just roll them in the icing sugar. It just sticks to them while they're still warm. It just sticks to it lovely. And there you go. Very quick, not much beating. Just put it all together. While it's in the fridge, you can go and do something else. It doesn't take long, even if it takes a little bit longer than an hour. When you're ready, come along, just put them in shapes. You can do it of any shapes you want to, but I just like that little round shape there like that. And it just looks nice, just enough for a nice little biscuit, a nice shortbread biscuit. So they are my Greek shortbread biscuits with that beautiful flavour of that almond and those lovely crushed nuts in there. Make sure that you don't burn your flaked almonds, just do them a lightly golden brown and then just crush them up. When they cool down, just crush them up with your hand and you can taste that almond flavour when you're eating that biscuit. So that's my Greek shortbread and I hope you're going to try them out and enjoy them. Thank you for watching. Bye.